Welcome to another episode of First Step, where we have industry professionals, leaders in their field, share with us the steps they took to get them to where they are today. And today we have with us a very special person in I guess in my life, in coming up in interaction, a very, very, very close dear friend of mine. From growing up to current, he's played a role in my life in many aspects. From just being a friend to being a partner in business in terms of events, hosting my first events by his home, you know, and just growing from strength to strength. We have with us today the senior videographer, senior cameraman at one of the nation's leading TV studios, TV6. This brother has been in the industry for over 20 years. You know, his face looking fresh and nice still, but the brother been out there long. We have with us Brandon Benoit. Brandon, how you doing, my brother?
I'm cool, man. Thanks and much appreciation for having me on, man.
No.
I mean, I was watching your other podcasts and stuff, and I saw some greats there, boy. And I said, what?
No, well, boy, I guess it just shows where I consider you, you know what I mean? Right up there with all with the best of them. You know, but Brandon, I want to get a little insight because I know you. You know, we go way back from
yes.
Could be probably at least over 30 years, you know, and I want you to share with the listeners, with the viewers, how you managed to get into to video, to camera work. Where did it start for you? What was the inspiration for you to get into where you are today?
All right, well, as we had to go back years for that one.
Let me go back.
We had to go back. I can't believe it's so many years, boy. When you say about food. So it all started after school.
Mm-hmm.
After finishing up, well, I went Eldo and then we used to play football. You know, we grew up playing football and one of my goals was to become a footballer. But I went to try for Fatima after Eldo to play with Fatima, and it didn't really work out because I ended up going, and a man coming from the east and going and playing for Fatima is a little tough thing. But again, a little rumble, and it was tough. I talk about first week trying out and thing, and they say, well, stuff like that. I had to go and see some Haile Marys, like the priest Fatima, and I wasn't feeling that. Well, they say, well, Mr. Benoit, so and so, you can't make it here. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, I say I had to go and work. I had to find some job now coming out. And I went and worked at a bakery. Mm-hmm. And I was in Port of Spain. And that was just my startup job. I was young, I was 16 years old, 16, 19, now coming out of school. And working there, I remember Slaughter was with Excalibur. I remember Doug Slaughter was Excalibur and David, aka Barney, as other people know him. He used to work not too far from there. Because he actually got me the job. Mm-hmm. Started working there, and then after, on an evening, he'll come across and I'll gather up stuff from the bakery, and then Slaughter will come and we'll all come down and we'll go and walk in town, and then Slaughter stop by that's my boy Charles Marshall. He used to work in the bank on Park Street there. Charles was a teller at the time, and I used to be watching these guys because I was like the smallest. He used to call me baby shutter in the crew. And I'm always talking about they being in the industry, and but they were born in the music industry. But I always wanted to go there. I always had this art in me because my father was a big artist, and I never pick up drawing or nothing like that. But I guess I had the visual art of it, part of it. And it so happened that my brother, I'll call him my brother-in-law, and he's my mentor up to this day, Leroy Smart. Others know him as Alex. He was a videographer at Video Associates. And he was living on my street, like my neighbor. And he told me one day, say, why don't come? You have like a kind of internship or kind of on the job thing. Come down and see what you could do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Say, all right. Because I used to watch, he known for doing like all martial music videos back in the days. And all those ads and stuff you see on the ad, the lotto ads and those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, come on, thing, man. That was kind of 6 months training thing. So I said, yeah, sure. And yeah, and I remember leaving there and I went on Video Associates as a trainee.
Leaving the bakery to go across to Video
leaving it,
Associates.
yes,
Right.
correct. I live in the bakery and I went across there and that was it, because I just take off from there. I mean, every little thing I wanted to go, I was there, always behind. I had Mark Laurinat and Cutty. Just allow me to give condolences to because he passed away today. Leroy
he passed away
Thomas.
today?
Yes.
Wow.
So condolences to him and his family. One of the great cameramen in the industry.
Yeah, boy. Wow.
And
yeah, man.
Well, he was with Excalibur and I think I forgot the other DJ he was with back in the day, but
wow.
He was a good cameraman and showed me a lot of tricks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a good, really, really, really nice guy as
good,
well, boy.
Cool,
real
humble
nice
soul. Always there, nice spirit, right down to the end. And he was battling some, I think it was cancer. But anyways, he was a good one. But so I work with these guys like Leroy Smart and Leroy Thomas, A.K. Gotti, Mark Laurinat, and these guys were my mentors and who trained me in the industry. And I started off as a trainee there, as I said, at Video Associates. And I used to be behind these guys all the time, like all for different music videos, different ads. I'll be there as a gaffer, as a person like helps out and stuff on the scene. And yeah, and then I had something called Kids Club. Kids Club back in the days, used to show it on TTT. Yeah, I used to help produce that and go and shoot that. And a lot of stuff. But yeah, and that's where it all started off. And I was young, like 18.
Yeah, because I remembered when we all of us would have been obviously contemporaries growing up together and all that. And we would have been home liming, wasting time, but you always were working. And I say, but Brandon working and we home catching, scratching, messing around. And but one thing, you're always very diligent with what you were doing and rightfully identifying Alex in bringing you on, to get into the video production or videography and that and whatnot. But how was it for you in now embracing this industry, which would have been, I guess, relatively new for you, and knowing that you had your passion initially in athletics and football, and how difficult, how easy was it for you to transition into this industry?
Well, it was very easy because I always like learning new stuff. I always like the whole thing of putting together like a video, like even like a music video. I always wanted to know how they get that shot, why this angle and that. So I used to always put stuff in my visualize stuff, and I used to like always put it together I was like a producer in my own way. So everything it was to me was like pretty easy because once you learn the basic like how to compose a shot and everything, how to white balance a shot and you're learning your iris and everything. All I was like, it was like easy for me, and I was like, wow, I really loving this thing. And in terms of with sports, I used to feel it because sometimes you go in and we shooting like a football game or an intercal game, and I could have say, boy, this could have been me, boy. Yeah. I was a fairly, I don't know, you might be able to say I was a fairly good player. I never could have used to dribble. I had the speed. I used to use my speed as an advantage.
Exactly, because you would have been, honestly, in our circle, you would have been one of the more gifted individuals, especially when it comes to speed, because you were like one of the fastest when we run in races, and I thought you honestly would have been a cyclist or a swimmer because you could have.
I used to swim too.
Yeah, you could have swim like a shark, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get an idea of now how much of a mold and how much of a influence Alex and well now this is Gotti would have been in keeping you on course, or did you have the discipline in yourself to stay the course and go through to take it to where you are today, or you think these guys would
Yeah,
have kind of saying you stay on and go? How was that for you?
I'm glad you said that because it was like different. Each individual was different because Alex used to be tough on me, even though I was like his brother-in-law. He used to always be tough on me because he didn't want nobody to know like, okay, this a brother-in-law and this is why he come in here and working. Everything used to be like, if I going out and I'm doing a handheld shot, he's like, use your tripod. Why that shot looking so shaky? Out of focus, you could have do that better. It was never. I used to always try there to always impress him now.
Right.
But on the other hand, I'll got and will come and show me little short hands and little tricks in it, and I used to use that. Somehow I'll come back and show Lex, and Lex will be like, nah. He don't wanna. It looking good, but he want me to learn the right way, and that's what I always respect about him. He molded me in that way where you have to be disciplined, learn the basics, just like in football. Learn to trap before you go out and you start to do all your style and everything.
Right.
Yeah, and well, Mark Leonard, he was basically just like Gutsy. He always carried me out on every shoot, and I used to like just soak up everything like a sponge and watch. Everyone had a different style because these guys is the greats. And I have Anthony Salandi. Anthony, I don't know if you ever heard about Anthony Salandi, but if you're working with this guy, he costing you from this and that and that. What? But he mean good.
Right.
He mean good.
And I guess this would help you to kind of be on your A game all the time once you had that kind of pressure on you.
Exactly. And back in them days, they didn't have no LCD screen where you flip out and you see everything color. You're looking sure you find and it's black and white.
Wow.
And if you come back with a shot blue or it too dark or out of focus, men making fun of you. I know if you remember Chandel Barber and these guys.
Right.
Nigel Telesford, all these guys pass through our thing.
Wow.
And
because I what happened a lot of times, as a young person, because you getting into the business and finding your career at such an early age, you getting into it at 16, 17, you would find that a lot of times you start off there and then you get influenced by somebody or by your peers, boy, well, there you go, so instead, and you get put off now. Because I honestly didn't think you would have stayed in not that you were flaky or anything, but I didn't think you would have stayed being in videography. I thought you would have probably gone to the US because you're you were born in the US.
Yes, correct.
And you are a US citizen. I honestly thought you'd have gone over to the States and do something other than. But how was it then moving for you at that tender age to stay that course and then decide to go further because you ended up going to study it in the US?
Yes. Well, with my peers, it was never tough because men like you and Renel, you all were guys who always had your head on it. I remember we were close like brothers.
Yeah.
You, Renel, had David, A.K. Barney, Noggy, even though we kind of grew up in the middle class. And it was never, we were on no set of badness. Back in the days that we hear songs, Beanie Man and Bounty was always a musical war. And and that's the most, the wildness we on. We more on girls and thing and going school party and thing. But at the same time, we all had a kind of focus.
Yeah.
And that's why I always appreciate, I say I grew up in one of the best places.
Yeah.
Which is our first son, because we were in the middle class and we used to be in the east, we in the west, whatever.
Yeah.
But not to stray. Well, being in the industry, I remember this when Jay-Z came down to do Big Pimpin' in Trinidad. And that was the turning point for me, because I was working Westwood Video Associates and I was freelancing and working Westwood Park, because they sent me to go, and I was a boom operator at Westwood Park.
Right.
And if you remember Westwood Park,
yeah,
I remember working with Daniel Diffenthaler, which is Kess's big sister. I used to see Kess back in them days. He used to come and help with the boom and thing before he make it big and stuff.
right.
Anyways, yeah, Jay-Z came down and what was the producer name? Was Hype Williams?
Yeah, Hype Williams, yes.
He came down.
The director.
Director, yes, yes. And they came down and they wanted to use stuff from Video Associates. It was the big production company back in those days, led by Timmy Mora. And they used the equipment. They wanted to use the lights and stuff, because we had all those big production lights and stuff for certain shoots and stuff. And that's where Chanel, I don't know if you know Chanel, she was in the music video as well, and she went on. Right now she's pretty much successful. She went in to do stuff with Nas and stuff.
Right, cool.
And anyways, to make a long story short, I was on the set same way watching and soaking here, and I went up to Hype Williams and I there talking, and I telling him, well, I was born in the States, giving him a brief history now. I tell him what I'm doing now. Yes. So he's like, man, you get the best of both worlds, man. You're born in the States and then you in Trinidad, you're island guy, a Trini guy. He says, so why just don't go in the States and further your education and study film and come back down and mash up industry?
Wow.
And boy, I take that. And boy, I tell you apologies, I went with it.
Wow.
I went with that. And I remember, but one of the seasons of Westwood Park, I already made up my mind. I was wanting to go to the States to study. I take that was stuck in my head.
Right.
And I remember my other, I think it was David, and David went to England, and our motto was we're going out there to create it. It was all about creation. Because I think you went after a while too.
Yeah, I went to England as well.
And Nuggy, I think Nuggy went to the States, and so we all had this mission to go up there. And me going back to the States after, because when I came down here, I was small, about like 3-4 years old. And this was me going back to the States for the first time. But what happened, what I did, and that season at Westwood Park, I remember I was a boom operator, and I saved money, because I think I got, back in the days, it was like 8,000 for like a month. That big money. Yeah, that's what we have. And I took that, and I saved my money, and I bought my ticket. And I remember, I think you were working for BW.
Yes, I was working BW.
Yes, I remember that. And then it was right around 9/11. 9/11 actually. And so I had to push back my flight. And I remember people telling me, boy, why are you going over there? You say you're going over. You want to go on there to dead, or you're going on all terrorist something.
Right.
But I had a mission. I said, boy, if it's so to be. But I always had that thing. And I used to always use my father, because my father passed away when I was younger. I used to always use him as my guardian angel. And anytime I pray, and I pray to God, and I always ask, I don't know, I always, up to this day, I still believe my father's my guardian.
As well.
Yeah. Yes. Like they're guiding me. And I said, boy, I go in and do it. So I took those words and I went up. Not knowing anything about these states, I had to go over, get my social security number and everything, and start a whole fresh. Because I went to New York first, because I was born in New York. So I went to New York and stayed there for a little while, and it wasn't working out. So I moved by some family in New Jersey. And I started working in a lumber company. Because you remember, I went up there to go to school, but I didn't go up on no scholarship, nothing like that. So I had to go and establish myself over there before I could have get financial aid. You have to be like living in one state like for at least a year.
Okay.
So I went and I worked in a lumber company, but I find myself strained because my friends, like in Trinidad, was completely different for the ones in the States. There's a bunch of...
Seriously?
Yeah. It's all different. It's Mexicans, white boys and whoever else. And everything is like drinking and I was strained. I was finding myself strained over there.
Chicky, I didn't even know this way.
Yeah. So I end up, it was crazy until I end up, I say, wait. One day, I was staying with my cousin and it wasn't working out. So the husband say, watch man, these was me and my other cousin who's Stephen, say, watch man, these boys and them, they just going, singing, drinking and loafing. So basically we get you out. We get you out of the house. So
that's too worthless.
Yes, too worthless. So anyways, we end up living like for 2 days in the back. We had my car, the car and stuff. And he had his car. We had everything in the back. We end up living out of the car and staying and going my people and stuff.
Wow.
And then after on the job now, we had a friend. He ended up taking us.
This is at the lumber yard.
Yeah, the lumber yard. Yeah. He was a kind of wealthy guy because when he was small, he got in an accident, and when he got all the money was when he was 18, and he bought the house from his father. So he said, man, come by us. He was a bachelor living by himself.
Right.
And we ended up going there. So going there, 3 men living in one house, 3 bachelors, young, not even 25 yet. You understand? So you know what's going on. It was more straight. So yeah, and then after I find myself, I had to come back. I say, because I was going. And same way, call along to Trinidad. My friends and them, even Leroy, I started to talk to him, which is Lex. He said, man, you had to get your health together here about your sister, tell him about you. I was Sahai, my big sister, and thing. So I say, you know what, Brandon, you had to get yourself together. And all that time, a year more past already, I decided, I went into the school at a community college, which is Ocean County, that's based in New Jersey. And I went there and they have everything laid out. You could go and just talk to different professors or counselors, and they have for every little problem or thing you want, you just go and they will help you along. Right. And I was like, wow, that was like all new to me.
Yeah.
And this one Miss Lady helped me with my financial aid, how to apply for financial aid. I think there's something called FAFSA, which is aid from the government. And I took that and money I work with, and I started doing courses, which was in visual arts.
Right.
But I didn't have the SATs or nothing like that. So all I had was my CXC things I had to shoot. So I had to, So anyway, I started at that school to studying visual arts, but I had to do all the basics, which is maths and English, and I never liked maths. I like English, but maths and stuff, I ended up coming out with a forest with CXC, with trees and one or two tools. Yeah. But going at this college or this community college, this is where it changed. This was the life change. This is where everything changed for me, because everything was so much easier. Like all the algebra and thing, which I was never good in, and which we did like in Form 1.
Yeah.
They were doing that at college level.
So you had an advantage
So I had an advantage. Now, check me there breezing through. And then the other stuff was like, so I was actually like tutoring, like in students coming up to me, and the professors, and I'm saying, I tutor, and the more I teach is the more people, the more I learning.
Right.
And it was like, wow. And that was easy for me. And then my first semester, I made the president list in the thing. My GPA was 3.9. And I was like, what do you want? I said, it's so easy. This thing's so easy. So I end up coming like a who's on campus now.
Right.
Yeah, because I come from the islands, like I had Trinidad accent and everything like that. So I was a who's on campus. And then I was playing football.
Right.
I played football, you call it soccer over there.
Yeah.
And that's where I got a scholarship. And that's where I ended up going to do my BA in radio, television, and film at Rowan University.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
you see, and that's the thing, because everybody going about their life having their own little journeys and their own little struggles.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes you don't know. Your environment is such a critical part of your mindset and your direction, because you went out there living a life, you you start to get a little wild, a little loose. You're young,
Yeah.
your blood hot. You know what I mean? But you know, you decided. I guess you would have still had that innate knowing that you know you have your mission to accomplish.
Yes, yes.
But I was curious though, Brandon. When you started the BA, did you think then that you would come back to Trinidad, or you started kind of seeing yourself staying in the US? Because it wouldn't have been hard because you're a US citizen. You're born here, you have your passport, everything.
Right.
So did you think you would have stayed in the US, or you decided? What made you then take this information and decide to come back to Trinidad?
All right. So here the thing with that. Well, our mission, as I said before, when he was going out there, was about to create it. We're going out there and create it, and then come back and control the
and take
industry
it
down
over.
here.
Right.
Yeah. So our thing was always to come back to Trinidad, but knowing I could always come back and forth. But at one time, I got caught up with the whole US, living in the US, with the whole lifestyle and everything, like just getting a car, like changing cars like normal, because cars like cheap and everything. But not to take away from that, when you had to work hard. It wasn't no bed of roses as yet when you go up there, because I was doing like 3 jobs, like 2 on campus, and then I was working at Target over there. And yeah, it wasn't hard. So it was hard in the sense where I had to be working, but in the sense of like getting money and stuff and getting overtime, it wasn't hard. But to coming back to Trinidad now, one of the main reasons I came back to Trinidad was because of a female. Yeah, because I was coming back to Trinidad because I used to come back like should be told, yes. I used to come back for spring break, and every now and then, remember, you all used to have the parties. Even as you said, started off by my house, I'll come back for that. And I used to have my own little lines we used to turn out to parties and stuff. But yeah, that was the main reason I came back to Trinidad. But when I was over there, I ended up just liking the whole lifestyle. I worked, like when I did my internship, I worked with a production company over there, and my boss here just like man, he just kind of kept me on, and I used to do like local ads, and I used to work for the Republicans. I'm not a Republican,
but you're doing
but they were getting me the money at the time. They were paid at the time. Yeah, because I think that was around Clinton time. They was fighting, trying to get back into power after Bush and stuff. So yeah, so I started working in that production company, and money was coming in. And this was while I was in college too. So like on the weekends or any little thing, sometimes I'll take days off of school, because college life was easy. It was easy for me because I had basically knew, like when I was going to do my art, my BA was in RTF, which is radio, television, and film. It was easy because I already knew everything. From like here. All the basics. Yeah, so all the little hard things were lessons from Trinidad. All I could have put together. The only little part was dealing with film. Like where we had to learn film, how to change the magazine and stuff. And that is being in a dark room, and you can't mess up, because if you shoot all this and a little light hit it, you mess up the whole thing. So that was the little tough part. But other than that, it was pretty much easy. Wow. So yeah, I started doing local ads over there at the time, and PSCs, and I started liking it, and the money again paid in US and everything like that. But as I said, I met this one woman, and I think and you're young at the time, I'd say that, right, don't worry, I'll come back to Trinidad, and so is the case. So yeah,
you get hooked.
Yeah, I get hooked. So anyways, I did my stuff, and I came back. To fast forward, I came back to Trinidad after I did my BA, because I worked over there for a while, and then they had a kind of a drought over there in the States. I think that was beginning of Obama or sometime around.
Yeah, that would have been like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Because we felt it here as well that time. All of us would have been in our journey around the same time.
So
I can set up studio and thing.
Yep. Because always wanted to go and work BT and kind of MTV and stuff, but
Right.
I didn't work out. So anyways, so I decided, I said, I'll come back to Trinidad and create it down here because I don't get my stuff, I have all my papers and things. So,
Right.
and so I came back down and to be with this one girl who I thought would have worked out. I mean,
Right.
they're young and all kind of stuff, which it didn't work out. To make a long story short.
But you reach in Trinidad.
But I reached in Trinidad. And I had to create it. So you understand? You can't go out there and you go and you do all this and you come back in Trinidad. How we go look?
Yeah.
So anyways, so I came back in Trinidad and then looking for a job, and it was tough. It was tough. I catch myself, well, it now come out, so I catch myself straying, going parties, same way. And all this one I miss, because all the time I enjoying Carnival, I just had to watch it and missing Carnival, missing all these years I missed. So and then I realized when the money run out, man, I had to work. Yeah, man, I had to work. So that's where I went, I started to put out my resume and stuff, and I started adding the papers for a cameraman at TV6. But now I out of the loop, because remember it's kind of circles, but still no men, still have connections.
Right.
But
so you would have been in the US for about roughly how long? Because you did your BA
about nine. I went in 2001, and I came back in 2011. 2010. Into 2011. Yeah.
So you'd have been
so
in
how
the
much
US
years
for a
is
while.
that? For a while.
9 years.
Nearly 9 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah. So now I had to come back in the loop and get back and stuff. So anyways, I just sent out my stuff. I remember going and trying to work in the Marriott, and the time I was overqualified.
Trying to work in the Marriott?
Yeah, because I know I was sending out stuff and I wasn't getting it. That's when I just came back now. And it had this place called Direct One or something like that. I remember doing all that because my chips was low, things run out and thing, and I said, you're going on here, boy. But then again, coming and family, strong friends come and tell me, boy, I'm to you, boy, you're trying to sell yourself low. And I had to build back that thing, and me breaking up with the guild. So all that stuff was in a kind of little, I want to say depression, but I was low at the time. But
a little heavy.
A little heavy. So I ended up catching back myself. So when I put out that resume, a CV for Video Associates, not for TV6, sorry. Next day I get a call to come in for an interview. And lo and behold, who I went to do the interview was Mr. Dominic Calipasad, who was one of he is the best.
Dominic Calipasad is
yeah. So and I remember him asking me, he said, so okay, Mr. Benoit, so tell me, do you think you could do this job? Because knowing what it entails, you'll be going out on murder scenes and seeing some gruesome stuff and stuff. And in my head, thinking, I say, of course. Of course, but in my head, I'm saying, boy, all that be going on, boy. I say, of course, and stuff. And he say, and then I remember him asking me, so what do you think is the difference between United States and Trinidad and Tobago working in it? And I said, well, for one thing, I know that in the States when I was working, everything was on time. If you're going to do a shoot, and they say like it's 8 o'clock, you have to be there like at least by 5 o'clock or everything like something like that. Everything is time. Always you're irreplaceable one time. You're replacing your one time. Quick like that. So saying, and I know that Trinidadians more laid back and stuff. And he was like, good answer. So how soon can you start? I was like, like yesterday. So what? Yes, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I came in and worked with TV6, but it was new. It was new for me because remember I was into production.
Yes.
So now I'm doing news, and it was new for me. But what I like about the news is that, as I always tell everybody, it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get next.
So it's not boring.
It's not boring, and it's a challenge, because one day you're on a murder scene, the next day you in Barbados doing some like I work with Mark Passant, we'll be doing some little thing, which is something real exciting, or some carnival fest or something like that.
Right.
And yeah.
Because I remember when you came back, you and you told me you got the job at TV6 and you started. I wasn't. I mean, that time we young and ain't really concerned with news and that thing. I say I made it my business now to watch the news because what happened?
Yeah.
You said you took some special shot where you were I remember this so clear. You say, all right, watch this shot here, watch this shot. Where you had a camera and it pan off some weird thing and the person you decided to put a wireless mic on the person so you could have zoom in from far, and it was honestly you really weren't seeing those kind of cinematic shots in
yes.
At that time, honestly, but I remember they saying that and I watched it, I said, hey, and then I was looking for the credits and I saw, hey, Brandon Benoit, look Brandon Benoit, look Brandon.
Yeah.
So I was really proud of that,
Yeah.
But coming out of that now, and realizing that this is where you are and you're set in the sense of realizing you go through the journey from intern to getting advised by the great Hype Williams to studying and starting off your career now. How much of a struggle has it been for you in terms of staying on board now? I don't know if you would have had moments where you say, you know what, forget Trinidad, screw this. I feel like it, go back to the States and create it, recreate it over there or something. Has there ever been challenges for you on your journey now, realizing that you made it? You kind of reached to the quote unquote peak then,
Yeah. Well, I would say I haven't reached my peak yet because I have plenty more to accomplish. Which, because I still find myself strained, but it's not that bad because I still have a job. I'm still doing what I love, and that's the thing. Is something the industry. What I'm doing right now. I mean, it doesn't pay a lot. I want to say it pays a lot, but the main reason is I love what I do.
Right.
I love what I do. I love bringing news to people, and I love creating, like, as you said, like different shots and making my work appealing to other people. And that's why I mix the production with the news. And what people don't know with the news, it takes away your creativity as a news cameraman because everything is so quick. If you go on a shoot, you have to get a shot quick. You don't have no time to like set up a nice scene and do this and that unless you're working on a feature or something. But most of the time, it is quick stuff. You always they could set up that shot, do an interview, bam,
and move
to the
next,
and to the next, and then and you don't have no control of it. Sometimes the reporter and the editor will take that and use what shot they want or what song bite they want, and then sometimes you might watch it and say, "Oh, they could have used that shot,
right.
That song bite." And me knowing, because I have all around, because I know how to edit, I know how to shoot, and well, I have a little thing of reporting, but I still am a be behind the scenes because I don't really like to be this year. I know me. That's why I know me behind the scenes.
Right.
Yeah, but so it was never really a struggle, but I always know I will go back to the States. I mean, in my latter years, and at time I have my company. I have people working because all now that are coming together. Me and my fiance.
Papa. Something it doesn't.
Yeah, working on something.
It doesn't let the cat out the bag there.
Well, let's all shucks. I let the cat out the bag.
Well, at least for me, because me, not more that.
Yeah, I know. I don't worry, we'll make it official. Anyways, yeah. So, as you say, I haven't reached my peak yet because I have so much more to do, and I always wanted to teach something, teach videography, teach cinematography, teach lighting, teach the basics because it have a lot of people out there or upcoming people, they call themselves videographers, cinematographers, but I mean, I find myself acting like Lex now, like Leroy Smart and Gutsy and
Right.
But you had to come good because everything now is like a push up button. It's the camera focusing for you, and it controlling your iris. Even people, a lot of cameramen with their phone and stuff. I mean, I do it, but I know the basics. But you have to know where you come from. You have to know the basics first before you could come and do this thing. Because if something breaks down and you had to know how to troubleshoot, so I'm like, no. And I mean, I experienced it with working with other younger camera personnel and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of my things.
I think now more than ever with technology kind of making everything so, I guess, accessible now. Where you buy a camera, everything shooting like in 4K, everything from your phone and all, you could get something almost like you could put it in a movie. You know, so everybody have access to the technology now.
Exactly.
But they didn't see the need, may not see the need to get the proper training.
Right.
And how much, kind of going back a little bit, how much of a part did you get deciding to go and get your degree and pursuing the educational part of it? How important was that for you now in getting you to be where you are now in terms of your approach and your professionalism and all of that?
Exactly. And education, I always say it's a big part. It's a big part to play because, as I say, it basically teaches you the theory part of it. And well, I mean, talking about in my field,
right,
the theory part of it, which works a lot, because if you have to go and explain with me, I have to explain something to somebody in cameraman terms, telling you what is it. If you come and you ask somebody what is the f-stop, what is white balance, and a lot of them don't know, which is sad. You're supposed to know, and you're just thinking that's why I press up. Yeah, you have to learn your basics first and everything you do. Because I go on a lot of like assignments, and people come to me, how can I come and become a cameraman? I could shoot good. I know how to do this. I could come and think and say, well, just go and get your education first. Learn your basics. And that's what they got to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to come off topic and talking about that, coming back to Trinidad and seeing these young people, I'm feeling not something old, but in these gangs.
We don't spring chicken no more, Chicky.
Yeah, we don't spring chicken. I call them summer cock. We don't know summer cock again. You understand? Right. So, and seeing these young people in gangs was sad because looking from from the outside and coming back into Trinidad and hearing about G Unit. When I'm in the States, I know G Unit was a rapper and everything like that. It was no gang, and then the Gambinos. The Gambinos is a big terrorist gang and this and that. And then Muslim. I was like, what is going on here? You serious? And calling themselves gangsters. I said, and Rasta City. I said, they don't know what's the true meaning of Rastafarian, which is basically the motto is like one love.
Yeah, love and peace. Yeah.
And love and peace. Muslim was the motto, same thing. And they come in, and up to this day I can't, and I'm not gonna make it become a norm. I always try to see why. And even when I go, because my job takes me to up in what they call the hotspots, and I interview the biggest of gangsters who are alive, who in jail, who pass and stuff. And people are wrong, and I always come and I always try and preach or testify to them. It's not the way to go. It's not the way to go, this and that.
Right.
I always try and say it's not the way to go, no matter. It's always a choice. You always have a choice. And that's how you have to choose that choice. Because even we could have go the other way. You understand? And it was always a choice, no matter how hard it gets. Because I tell you, I used to live in my car. I didn't know where my next meal would be. You understand?
And that's it. I think we were very fortunate in as you said earlier on, being from where we are or where we were from in La Florissant, you know, and having that immediate circle of friends and influencers around
And
us.
elders. Even your father have the
Elders to
same,
help,
Mr. Stafford. Yes, he was
you
a
know,
big role in our.
you know, to help guide us coming up, you know. And then too, as you were on the topic of education, unfortunately, some of these guys may not have had, you know, taken education seriously, you know, and seen benefits of it in their lives, because you went on and it was the advice of one individual making you now decide to carry on and better yourself, you know. But yeah, this is unfortunate what's going on right now, but I am very optimistic, because just like everybody have the steps and the journeys, I think we probably going through a transition as well. You know, this just a part of the step, and after the badness, there's come the gladness or the peace. Then it's only so long you
Well,
can.
let's hope some of them survive, because back in the days we dealing with butler and cutlass, they dealing with guns, one person. Yeah, you understand.
But my dad is always say, "This too shall pass, man." You know, and because we've been through it, we've been through the gunman thing, and right after that, on the heels of that was what consciousness, sizzler, and
exactly.
You know, so
As you say, it's like a cycle.
Yeah, for sure. Chiki, I really I want to find out from you how. These are some questions I kind of shoot at the guests normally, right? I don't really guess. You being this senior, experienced individual now, you know, and going through this journey, and knowing what you know now, what would you advise the young 15-year-old Brandon or 14-year-old Brandon coming in? You know, what's the advice you would share with him to help him either stay on track or probably elevate to greater things now with your information and the knowledge you have now?
Everybody, you said it just before. It's different phase. I don't think I would have changed anything, you know, because our past makes us what we are today, and what I went through. And I mean, I just give us this one only
Surface.
surface.
Yeah. I would have some of the backstories too. Yeah.
Exactly. You'll know some of the backstories.
Yeah.
It's what make me what I am today, and what I'm going to be tomorrow.
Good.
So I will go back and I watching the young chickie, young baby shot and say, youth, I see you there. You understand? I see you, Sam. Yeah, you're looking good. You're doing all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
you wouldn't change anything.
I want to change. Well,
That's
some of the girls are dating. But I want to change that. Yeah. I want to change that for sure. But other than that,
yeah. But what one of the things that I think you were really strong at, you always had, you have a personality, and that is some of the things that we blessed with. You know, we blessed with, you know, something. And I think one of your blessings, one of the strengths you have a weird kind of light humility, where you're always you're very easygoing, very humble, not to be taken advantage of, but you make a space feel light. Then, you know, it'll be a fuss. So I think that is one of the strengths, definitely, for that I would say with you. What are some of the weaknesses you think you might have, that, because we all do have weaknesses, that you think you could tweak to help, you know, take it to the next level then?
Well, one of my weaknesses is like procrastinate a lot. Even it works as a weakness and a strength, but I think procrastination is because if you have more time to do stuff, I think you might do it better. But sometimes, like even when I was in college, like if I have a paper to do or project to do, I'll wait like the night before.
Right.
I put myself under that pressure and stuff. Yeah. So I think it's procrastination and getting stuff done like when it's supposed to be done. So I think that is one of my weaknesses. And what else? I mean, I don't know if this would be called a weakness, but I'm very, as you said, easygoing. And in different, I think people took advantage of that sometimes because I always have a kind of like if I'm greeting you, I always have a kind of smile on my face. And once I show you respect and you give me that you respect, yeah, I dare. So, and then people will look at that and say, well, yeah, boy, this man easy to talk to. But at the same time, I know I have my head on and I deal with so many different people. I know how to sift it out by now.
Yeah.
So I learned that too. But yeah, that's the procrastination.
Yeah.
So
I think if you had anything you could tweak is that would have been that is one of the weaknesses.
Yeah.
I think
that was
I think procrastination is something we all suffer from. Me as well. But I was watching a video one day where they said procrastination also could be a plus in some instances where it would make you not be too hasty and deciding on something, where you could get a better view of it. But yeah, sometimes you had to act. And Ken was the first person I had on here on First Step, and he said he is quick to act.
One. Quick to act. Oh,
yeah, he's quick to act, and then, which is something that for us who might be a little more laid back, if we just add a little touch of this, if we add a little touch of this, it might help us even more, propel us even further, But yeah, I think everybody just suffer from a little bit of that, man. A little dose of
that.
But so the final thing, Chicky.
Hey, Chicky, yeah. Only people don't know you're good.
Yeah. The final is what I call the playbook, right? And the playbook is
what's it called? The playbook?
Playbook, yeah.
Okay.
The playbook is the steps from step 1 to step how much ever that you would use, the steps you would advise somebody to take to get them to realize the full potential or the dreams. And what would your playbook be?
Well, the first thing I will say is you go out there and you test the waters. I mean, you don't focus on one thing. I mean, this is me I'm talking about as a teenager and stuff.
Right.
And growing up and having a goal, because a lot of times people go thinking they will become like me. I thought I'd become a footballer or a swimmer, as you say, or a cricketer or track and field. And I tested all of them. I was good in all of them, but at the end of the day, I had to pick one, and I didn't turn out at none. I mean, I could play, but not professionally.
Right.
So that's the first step. You go there and you test the waters, and as you were saying, sometimes it'll be a phase. It will not be good. All these stuff in the past will make you who you are today, as I said, to see it again. And then the step 2 is when you find that niche or when you find that goal, you work at it. You go at it. You go strong at it. You give your 100%. You try your best not to be swayed, not to fall off. If you fall off, you just pick up yourself and just off and get back on that train, jump back on that train, on that bus, and you go again. And the third step, well, I thinking where I am today, I'm thinking of me, is to don't limit yourself. You push yourself that goal and beyond. You always, as the people say, you never stop learning. You always edify yourself and learn. Read is something which I should be doing more. Read and educate yourself. Keep abreast of what's going on within the world. Because I experienced, like, in the States, a lot of them up where I was in New Jersey don't even know what's going on out of the tri-state. A lot of them even travel out. And what is Trinidad and Tobago? Do you all have a PlayStation down there? Do you all wear shoes to walk? Because you'll be surprised.
Wow.
Yeah, they think that we so backyard and I had to educate because sometimes they'll be calling me here in my accent and thinking I'm Jamaican. And I went through all this Black Lives Matter. I went through all this stuff where they say go back to Jamaica. And
wow.
I'm not even Jamaican. But the next thing I used to do, I used to always be a true patriot for Trinidad. Yeah. Even I wasn't born in Trinidad, but I grew up in Trinidad. I consider myself Trinidadian. And so I used to always educate the people about the soca, the art form, and the culture and everything like that. And a lot of my friends I brought back to Trinidad because they loved it. Or they had a whole new aspect. So anyway, not to stray, yes. So don't limit yourself. Just always keep learning and educating yourself, and as the simple saying goes, the sky is the limit, and you can even understand.
100%.
Yeah, and keep Heavenly Father. You can't do it without him.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man.
Sure,
So, but and if you're closing, I just want to say Happy Father's Day. Salute to you.
Salute.
As tomorrow's Father's Day, and to all the fathers out there and all the ones who acting as fathers.
Yeah,
and I like to say that you've been a big inspiration in my life. Growing up as a brethren. I mean, even always that you always smiling. You always seen this white teeth. Always had this perfect white teeth. You understand? Always smiling, boy.
No, but you know what?
I could always come to you and you will never like turn me down. You'll always say, "Yeah, white chickies. Yeah, that's a good idea. So and so. Yeah, we could do this and make this happen." Understand? And even with the parties and stuff in the back here, how you start literally from the grassroots and it build up to where you are now. And you always keep on that team. That was a big thing. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, that's I guess that's how it go. You had one. You have always been there supporting me as well, and I guess that's how we came up. You know, we came up with that network, that bond.
Network,
growing up with each other, and always willing to support. And your family, by extension, your mom, your sisters, everybody around with chipping. You know, your mom was gracious enough to accommodate us with all this chippiness. You know, you know, and that's
cutting up cutting down plants and things.
Cutting down plants, kind of thing. You know, had to mash up the backyard. You know, but so that's how it is, and we're there to support each other. And you look, even you coming on here, it would not have been like way in advance notice. I said, Chicky, so and so is the case, and you're there. So I greatly appreciate that, my brother. I really sincerely do.
Yes, welcome. I appreciate it.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You take the steps, as Brandon said. You test the waters, and in doing so, you never know where the currents would lead you. So it's being open, and then once you find that, you go 100% with it. Yes. So, Brandon, I want to say thanks, my brother.
Yes, my brother. Most welcome, my brother.
And blessings.
And blessings, man. Same way, Happy Father's Day.
Same to you, my brother.
Thank you.